this is the Excalibur, the most legendary weapon in all of Dungeon Quest. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you every step you need to complete to obtain this item. Now firstly, when you walk up to the Excalibur, you will see that none of the runes are lit up. And the way you're going to light these up is through completing quests, with the very first quest being located in this cave, like way over there. So yeah, enter it by climbing over these rocks and then going through this teleporter zone. And once you get inside, you will notice that we have pretty much freaking Tower of Hell inside of Dungeon Quest. Now you can kind of shortcut it by going like to over here. And yeah, pretty much to get like the first rune, you have to complete this entire obby. And it definitely helps to have speed spells, so if you don't have them, it might be a good idea to get them. However, this obby is pretty easy and you can do it without. And upon reaching the end, you will see that there's a yellow crystal. And when you touch it, you will unlock a rune along with a title called Explorer. And of course, going back to the Excalibur, you will see that one of the runes is lit up. And yeah, it's kind of like the yellow rune. So yeah, pretty easy and you can do it at every level. However, for the next rune, you actually have to be like level 15, which I'm pretty sure that most of you guys are if you're watching this video. And yeah, the way you're gonna unlock it is through doing Desert Temple on hard mode. And it can't be the legacy version, it can only be like the new one. So yeah, let's go and play hard. But all you have to do to unlock the green Excalibur rune is just through doing the new version of Desert Temple on hard. But upon completing the dungeon, we get a bunch of trash, but that's not really the premise of this video. The premise is of course the Excalibur, and you can see that we now have the second rune. So yeah, these first two runes are probably the easiest ones to get, and now things will truly start to get hard. So for the next Excalibur rune, we need to collect an egg from every single dungeon up until Orbital Outpost, with the first one being the legacy version of Desert Temple, which on this account I don't have unlocked. So if you don't have like a legacy dungeon unlocked, you're gonna have to find someone who actually has it. And for video purpose, I do have my main which has the legacy Desert Temple, so I'm just gonna join on him. And yeah, it should be pretty easy to find someone with this unlocked, so yeah, it won't be too much of a struggle. And the egg location is gonna be right inside of like this hole in the corner of the dungeon. And again, to reiterate, join someone who has the legacy version unlocked if you don't have it. And yeah, you're gonna see your very first egg right here. So now let's move on to the legacy version of Winter Outpost. Now again, for the legacy version of Winter Outpost, if you don't have it unlocked, go and find someone who actually does and join on them. I'd recommend you use the same person so you don't have to do it again, because if you have the legacy Desert Temple, you automatically have the one for Winter Outpost. And again, just kind of traverse through this dungeon until you get to like this house area, which should be like right over there. And I also want to mention that you can actually get all of the Excalibur runes in the current time of Dungeon Quest. And also, I didn't mention it, but we did get an egg right here. But to go back to what I was saying, every single Excalibur rune is currently unlockable. But yeah, we'll be getting to that a little bit later in the video. And defeating the boss, we got a legendary. Yeah, I'd recommend you complete the dungeons just because like you're almost there anyways. But now we're on Pirate Island, and all of the dungeons to come are ones that you can unlock through just regularly playing. But Pirate Island is a really easy one to get because you just have to defeat the first boss and then take a hard left right over here, and you'll see like this little cave entrance. Entering the cave entrance, you will see a yellow egg, and we collected that stuff, which is 3 of like the, I don't know how many there are, but it's up until Orbital Outpost. Now I want to also mention that if you aren't currently at Orbital Outpost, just do all of the dungeons that you currently can do and then move on to the next step, because you can do the next few steps while being a lower level player. But defeating the final boss, we get a bunch of trash. Okay, now we are on the underworld, and the underworld is kind of in like an inconspicuous location, so you have to be kind of aware because you can very easily miss it. So yeah, entering like the first kind of chamber area, you're gonna see like 4 kind of pillars. Now the one you're gonna want to go to is the one in the front left, which is this one right here, and you will notice that it is invisible, meaning that you can walk right through. And yeah, you'll see a red egg that you can go and obtain. But defeating the final boss, we get a full mage set. Now Samurai Palace is slightly more difficult than the other ones, just because it's located inside of like a barrel, and the area you're gonna want to be in is right over here. past the first boss. And on the right, you're gonna see 2 barrels. And the one you're gonna want to step on is like this one up front. And yeah, there'll be an egg like right inside of here. Pretty easy if you know what you're doing. But defeating the final boss, we get a bunch of trash. And we're inside of the canals. Now, similarly to Desert Temple, the place you're gonna go is like at the very beginning. And it's gonna be in like this first kind of section over here. So yeah, what you're gonna want to do is go to this pink building, and you're gonna see a little gap between the pink building and the cyan building. What you're gonna want to do is step in between that and walk down like this very dark path, and you will see a yellow egg to obtain. And again, I want to reiterate, if you're not high enough level to play this dungeon, just skip over to the next section, because it will have something that you're able to do. But beating the final boss, we get a bunch of trash. Okay. Now, unlike the other ones, Ghastly Harbor has it kind of near the end. So yeah, you're gonna want to go like pretty much to the end of the dungeon. Also, sorry about me skipping King's Castle completely. I don't know why I did it. But yeah, after Ghastly Harbor, we'll go back to King's and then do the rest in order. But yeah, the egg location for Ghastly Harbor will be kind of near the final boss area, except what you're going to want to do is take a hard left and go to kind of this like secret area over here, and you will see a little hole in the ground. Entering this hole, you will see that there is an egg. So yeah, let's go and collect that stuff. Yeah, let's go and kill the sea serpent just to get literal trash. And we're in King's Castle because I somehow missed it. Now, King's Castle is very similar to Ghastly Harbor, except the egg location will actually be like inside of the boss chamber. It's a little bit crazy, and I'll show you when we get there. And we are at the King. Now, this dungeon and Steampunk Sewers both have it to where the boss is kind of where the egg is located. But yeah, for this one, all you're gonna want to do is go right behind the King's throne. Also, I killed the King by accident. Wait. Okay, yeah, when you go behind like the King's throne, you'll see your egg. I should have killed the boss. That was kind of stupid. But yeah, the egg is like right over here. And yeah, we collected that stuff literally after beating the dungeon. Well, we're in Steampunk Sewer. And again, as I mentioned, the egg will be located at the very end of the dungeon. And we're in the final boss area. Now, what you're going to want to do is go underneath this staircase, and there will be like an invisible gap that you can climb into and get this green egg. Now, this is the second to last egg that you will need. So yeah, let's go and defeat the boss. And the final dungeon is, of course, Orbital Outpost. So if you're over level 140, you should be able to complete this. I don't think this set is powerful enough to do this dungeon. However, that's fine, because I could just like slip past the... Okay, maybe I can't slip past these monsters. All right, let me slip past this time. And yeah, your egg is going to be located right over here, so you don't even have to beat the dungeon. And now, if we look at the Excalibur, you will see that we have a purple rune, which you can obtain through getting all of the Easter eggs. Now, unfortunately, that's about all I can do on this account, so we'll have to switch over to my main. And yeah, this is just kind of like a fan account that I got from my Discord server, so I gave them like a legendary. Now, I have no idea what the frick is going on with dungeon quests, but for some reason, none of the runes are showing up, even though I have all of them on this account. So yeah, I'm just gonna use like this Discord image to represent it. So for the next rune being like this Cyan rune right here, you're actually gonna have to unlock 3 dungeon cosmetics. Now, what is a dungeon cosmetic? A dungeon cosmetic is a cosmetic that can be unlocked through beating Nightmare of any dungeon in the game. Yeah, quite literally, that's all it is. You can unlock it through beating any Nightmare dungeon. However, the catch is it has a 1 in 300 chance of dropping, so it's extremely rare. But yeah, this is what it looks like when you drop a cosmetic. Like, this person got one from Gilded Skies. And pretty much what you need to do is get 3 of these. And once you get 3, you're gonna notice that in your titles section, you will actually have a cosmetic title called Determined. Pulling it up right now, this is what it looks like. And this pretty much says that you have 3 dungeon cosmetics. And by doing that, you will unlock the Cyan rune, which is this rune right here. Now, for this like dark blue rune right here, which is actually the final rune, you are unfortunately gonna have to be at least level 200. Because for specifically that one, you're gonna have to do tier 5 of any boss raid. I'm actually not for sure if the Hella raid counts. Yeah, I can guarantee that the Goliath raid will work. Now, tier 5 is of course the level 200 raid. And yeah, it is very difficult. Like, you are guaranteed gonna need a team if you're gonna do this. It is extremely difficult to solo. So yeah, what I would highly recommend you do is go into the Dungeon Quest Discord server and find like a tier 5 boss raid. Like, for example, this person right here, tier 5 Hella raids. And pretty much they'll give you a VIP server. Join that and help them, and you will likely be able to win pretty easily. early. So again, to reiterate, the green rune you get through doing Desert Temple hard, the yellow rune you get through completing the Obby, the Cyan rune you get through getting 3 dungeon cosmetics, the dark blue rune you get through completing tier 5, and of course the purple rune you get through getting all eggs. However, there's a little bit of an issue, because these only account for 5 of the 6 runes that you can actually get. And yeah, that means there's one more rune that you literally cannot get. So yeah, you can quite literally get 5 of the 6 runes, but you can't get that last one. So I don't know, what are they gonna possibly do with that rune, and will they do it soon? Because keep in mind, you have been able to get all 5 of these runes for quite a while at this point. I think it's been a few years since all of these were unlockable. However, there's just this last one that I don't know. What are they going to do with this? How are you going to unlock it? Maybe there'll be like a secret dungeon that you can only attempt through getting all of the other ones. Or maybe there'll be like an extremely difficult challenge. Whatever it is, I really hope it's like fun and difficult. So this Excalibur is actually like a really good reward. Now, I don't know if this weapon's just going to be like a cosmetic or an actual weapon that you can use in game. Yeah, there hasn't been much talk about this, so I really don't know. But again, you can get every other rune besides one. So you are pretty much chilling, and you only have to be level 200. Like, you literally don't need that much. And to just get 4 of them, you can be like pretty much any level, but of course to get that last one you do need to be level 200. But ladies and gentlemen, I have another video on the screen for you guys, and yeah, I think you'll probably like it, so definitely go check it out. And for now, I'll see you guys later.